Warning, if you're watching this video and you don't already live in Kenya, this video alone may make you want to move here. Because in this building, there's an apartment that goes for $108 per month. And the owner is letting me show you guys everything. But first, Shalom, it's No Limit Eddie. I'm a 25-year-old American who has been traveling the world full-time for the last 4 years straight, and I've documented every moment of my journey right here on this YouTube channel. If that's interesting to you, drop a like on today's video so YouTube recommends you more content you'll love. The area we're in is called Embakasi. This is actually an area for lower income earners. Now, there are a bunch of cool grocery store chains in the area, most of which are Kenyan grocery store chains equivalent to like a Safeway, Publix, Kroger, depending on which part of the states that you are from. The units are located just a short 23-minute drive away from the main Nairobi airport. There are a few nice restaurants in the area and even fruit stands. Let me give you guys a little look on the general feel of kind of this environment. Okay, so right across the street from the building, you actually have a lot of shops and things like that. And then boom, this right is the building itself. So underneath there's like a retail area. So they have things like a pharmacy right here, a water dispenser, and then there's also other services you would want like a laundromat, a butcher, and even a full-on restaurant down there. Off of the retail stores, this right here in between is actually a parking garage. So if you do have a car or a motorcycle, you will be able to park it down underneath there. And then there's these cool seating areas outside so you can enjoy your food. Just come out here and hang out. You guys can see. Then once you get inside the building, there's this little fruit / juice stand area with some more seating. You can actually overlook the same parking area. This right here is the entrance, and you actually need to either have a thumbprint to get inside or facial recognition. So for the most part, it's quite safe. Now, as we walk down this hallway here, you'll see they have some other cool services. There's a liquor store where they can actually deliver liquor to you, and then there's also a mini mart that delivers to you too. Then we come this way, you have the building's elevator. It has 13 total floors. Mine's is that one there. The elevator actually has like the padding on there, so if you want to like move in furniture, you won't scratch everything up. Now, they also have stairs, which is what I'm on right now. In general, I've found that it's actually faster to take the stairs unless you're on the ground floor. Okay, so now it's time to actually show you guys the unit. So here I'm walking through the hallway. Back down here is actually the same food stand from the lobby. The cool thing is there's actually some lights up here for when it's nighttime, but during the daytime you don't really need that. There's lots of natural light that kind of come through these openings. And you see this right here is actually a video camera. So they have video cameras all around the building. Fire extinguishers. This right here is actually a second set of stairs. Here's a unit that I'm going to be showing you guys today. It is number 802. Doors are actually made out of metal, and you need a key to unlock it. We're inside the interior of the place now, and you're seeing all of it right in front of you.
He's trying to play me, nigga.
The place itself is quite small. This is what you would call, in most countries in East Africa, a bed sitter. Right next to the door, you have this linen closet. Adjacent to that, you have the kitchen area. So you have these cabinets right here up top. Beneath that, you have like kind of like an open cabinet space. So then right underneath that, you have the kitchen area, right? Or if you can even call it that. So you're gonna have the sink, you're gonna have some electric sockets, and then you're also going to have a decent amount of counter space. Then after that, you enter in what will basically have to combine to be your living room / bedroom space. So you'll have around this much space here. Now, pretty much what I love about this is this gigantic window. This is the 8th floor, so you do actually get a nice view, but also it's letting in a lot of natural light. And as someone who is a content creator, I love spaces that have natural light. These units will come with more electric sockets all along here. They have the ability to get a Wi-Fi unit installed, which is beautiful. You always need a Wi-Fi unit. And I believe you can also get a DSTV route inside of here too. DSTV will be like what we have as DirecTV, or we have as Comcast, Time Warner, basically like cable TV service. You can also get that ran into these units too, I believe. Now, the bathroom does have its very own door, so it is closed off from the rest of the apartment. These things, I don't know what they're there for per se. Maybe something used to hang there. Right here is a water heater, and then here's the light switches for the entire apartment right there. This right here probably going to be the worst part of the entire interior, and that is the bathroom. So, shower head is one of the weirdest shower heads I've ever seen in my life. To be fair, to control the hot and cold water, it's only one nozzle, and there's really no indications, and it either gets really hot or it's really cold. Now, this was a good design feature, a little like smoke glass mirror. This did come off pretty well. But the rest of the interior, I say, what up? Here's my phone right here. Is not the best. Here's the sink. Disappointing. This right here, I don't know what this is, to be fair. I think it might be plumbing. Maybe this is what a water heater is. I don't know. A little hook for your towel. Somewhere to hold the tissue. And then, of course, the toilet itself. Now, this place also does have a rooftop. So this right here is another restaurant. That's another restaurant. After you've gone ahead and washed your clothes, you can hang them in this area to dry. If you are even remotely interested in relocating to Africa, pick up your copy of my Ultimate African Relocation Guide right now. I'm charging so little for this, I'm practically giving it away for free. So before I change my mind and raise the price, hurry up and get your copy. First link in today's video's description. Right. Over here, you actually have some pretty decent views of the city. It goes all the way from this end, all the way till right here. And also like this little cool little area you can sit. But there's an upstairs that I want to check out with you guys here for the first time. Off right there, with my physical eyes, I can actually see the Jomo Kenya, the airport. This whole thing is the airport. So this is super close to the airport, like maybe 15 minutes drive. This by far is the tallest building in this area. They have a soccer field right there where once school lets out, you can tell because all the kids end up joining this park right. There's some other apartment buildings. These are all apartments pretty much right here. Oh, let's talk about my personal opinion. Right? Is this place actually worth it? Okay, so this right here is a particular property that I just showed you guys. Salvo Fedha in the area called Embakasi. Now, there's some information about it. These units are on sale for this price. However, most of you guys will be looking to rent. And that's kind of what I was touring you guys around, a rental. So the studio that I was in was 14,000 Kenyan shillings, which converts out to be $108.36. So that'll be per month. And of course, these studios would come empty. Okay, they wouldn't have the furniture inside there. Now, they also have everything up to a 1-bedroom. Now, the superior 1-bedroom will cost you $193.50. I want to talk to you guys and share like why I was even interested in a Salvo building to begin with. The couple you seeing on your screen right here are actually the founders of Salvo. They're two Kenyans, a husband and a wife. They met in college, came from humble beginnings, and they've now built a real estate empire in the country of Kenya. Salvo, right, a company that they started together and founded together, now has over 13 different complexes. On top of that, they're providing housing to over 2,000 people. They are allowing local people to rent affordable housing that has a nice quality to it, right? These buildings are nicer. They have security. They have elevators. They have like staff that are coming through and cleaning it every day. I saw it. Okay, now I want to give you guys my thoughts on if the place is actually worth it. Okay, these are my personal thoughts. So as you can see, I'm in an entirely different building than I was when I filmed that video. So I had actually booked that place quite excitedly on Airbnb because I had seen a video before about the Salvo units and they were like, they're super cheap, and you know, okay, if I were to move to Kenya, maybe I can move into a Salvo building. I can just keep that apartment, furnish it, and then I can have a home base in Kenya. I can have a home base in Uganda, and that's just what I was thinking. And so it was like, okay, cool, I have a chance to actually experience it. It was really disappointing, I can say. So The way I feel around the Salvo, and it's not all Salvo buildings, I haven't gone to every single one, but at least the Salvo Fedha, which is maybe the area that one is in, I can say that the way I feel about it is it's the nicest house on the worst block, if that makes sense. So you know how they like buy the worst house in the best neighborhood? This is the best house in the worst neighborhood, right? That's how I felt around that Salvo building. I mean, the streets were filled with trash. There was lots of sitting still water in that area, and sitting still water, of course, is known to cause dysentery. I don't know. I just know sitting water is not good in general, but I definitely know living around sitting water is even bad, right? It's even worse. And so, lots of seated water, sitting water. The vibration of the area was very low, right? Like a low income area, low vibrational frequencies. And it just wasn't a place that I can say like, yes, this is aligned with me. This is aligned with who I am. And everyone has a minimal acceptable standard, right? As in like everyone has a level which is like, okay, I'm never going beneath this level. And so I think for most, let's say Americans watching this, and that's how I make my videos for, right? People from the West, whether it's Europe, whether that's America, whether it's Canada, you guys know the drill. I would not recommend you guys to check out and live in a Salvo building. Okay. Now again, I'm not gonna say that's all Salvo, but definitely that Salvo, Fedha, Embakasi, like don't be in that area. That's the trenches, okay? So try to go to a better area. The area that I'm in now is called Kileleshwa, much higher vibrational frequency, much nicer, Porsche driving down the street. This is more of the vibe and aesthetic that I feel we would enjoy a bit more. And I'll have a full tour of this place coming on the channel as well. Okay, I'm going to show you guys as much as I can around the real life living in Kenya. Now, if you are looking for, I know so many people are looking for affordable housing, right? And so if you are looking for affordable housing and things like that, there's one country that is top of the line that really is very, very hard to beat and to defeat, and that is the country of Egypt. Check out an apartment that I actually toured that came fully furnished for $98 per month, and it's definitely worth the money. So go ahead and check out that video. I'll put it on the screen for you guys right now.